This video is about famous Hollywood celebrities and people who passed away from July to December in 1984 in the United States. Before we proceed, please subscribe to our channel to support us. Mary Miles Minter. She was born in April 1932 and she died in August 1984. Her age was 82 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was stroke. Mary Miles Minter was a popular silent film star of the 1910s. Her promising career was marred by scandal due to her involvement in the unsolved murder of director William Desmond Taylor. She lived in seclusion after retiring young. Richard Basehart. He was born in August 1914 and he died in September 1984. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. Richard Basehart was a versatile actor known for both film and television. He starred in Fellini's La Strada and the popular series Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. His deep voice and introspective performances made him stand out. Sue Randall. She was born in October 1935 and she died in October 1984. Her age was 49 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was lung cancer. Sue Randall was best known as Miss Landers, the kind school teacher on Leave It to Beaver. She brought warmth and grace to her television roles. Her general presence made her a staple of 1950s television. Neil Hamilton. He was born in September 1899 and he died in September 1984. His age was 85 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was severe asthma attack. Neil Hamilton had a long film career before becoming widely known as Commissioner Gordon on the 1960s Batman series. A matinee idol of the silent era, his career spanned 6 decades. He brought elegance to both screen and television. Julie Stevens. She was born in November 1916 and she died in August 1984. Her age was 67 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death was cancer. Julie Stevens was an American actress who performed on radio, television, the stage, and in movies. She had a strong presence on stage and radio, best known for her 16-year run as the title character in The Romance of Helen Trent. On radio, her voice captivated audiences across America. John Eric Hackel. He was born in November 1957 and he died in October 1984. His age was 26 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was accidental self-inflicted gunshot. John Eric Hackel was a rising actor and model whose life was cut tragically short by a tragic on-set accident involving a prop gun. He starred in the sci-fi series Voyagers and Cover Up. His charm and potential were widely recognized. Janet Gaynor. She was born in October 1906 and she died in September 1984. Her age was 77 at the time of her death, and the reason for her death were complications from accident. Janet Gaynor was the first recipient of Academy Award for Best Actress, a major star of the silent and early sound eras. She brought charm and emotion to her roles. Her legacy endures through iconic films. Peter Lford. He was born in September 1923 and he died in December 1984. His age was 61 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cardiac arrest. Peter Lford was a suave British-American actor and member of the Rat Pack, known for his Kennedy family ties and polished screen presence. He appeared in many 1950s and 1960s hits. His life blended Hollywood glamour and political connections. Edith Massie. She was born in May 1918 and she died in October 1984. Her age was 66 at the time of her death, and the reasons for her death were lymphoma and diabetes. Edith Massie was a cult film actress, best known for her roles in John Waters' offbeat films. Her eccentric persona became an underground icon. She also sang in punk bands, embracing outsider culture fully. Walter Pigeon. He was born in September 1897 and he died in September 1984. His age was 87 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stroke. Walter Pigeon was a distinguished film actor known for his dignified and commanding presence. He starred in classics like Mrs. Miniver and Forbidden Planet. A two-time Oscar nominee, he had a refined, gentlemanly appeal. Bill Raish, he was born in April 1905 and he died in July 1984. His age was 79 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. Bill Raish was a character actor, best remembered as the one-armed man in the television series The Fugitive, a former dancer and the Second World War veteran who lost his arm in combat. Raish brought chilling presence to his roles. His mysterious figure became iconic in American television. Walter Burke, he was born in August 1908 and he died in August 1984. His age was 75 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was emphysema. Walter Burke was a prolific character actor known for his distinct look and voice. He appeared in countless films and television shows, often portraying quirky and suspicious figures. His stage and screen career spanned over 4 decades. Richard Deacon, he was born in May 1922 and he died in August 1984. His age was 62 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cardiovascular disease. Richard Deacon was a character actor best known for playing Mel Cooley on The Dick Van Dyke Show. His stern yet comedic persona became a staple of the 1960s television. He was also a passionate chef and cookbook author. Jack Mercer, he was born in January 1910 and he died in December 1984. His age was 74 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was stomach cancer. Jack Mercer was the iconic voice behind Popeye the Sailor for decades. He also worked as an animator and scriptwriter. His gravelly voice and comedic timing defined a generation's favorite cartoon. Charlie Foy, he was born in June 1898 and he died in August 1984. His age was 86 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was sepsis. Charlie Foy was a part of the famous vaudeville family, the Seven Little Foys. He transitioned to film and later ran a nightclub that hosted young talent. His contributions to entertainment spanned generations. Sam Peckinpah, he was born in February 1925 and he died in December 1984. His age was 59 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Sam Peckinpah was a maverick director known for gritty, violent films that redefined the Western genre. His masterpiece, The Wild Bunch, set new standards in cinematic storytelling. A controversial figure, his style was both admired and criticized. Ernest Tub, he was born in February 1914 and he died in September 1984. His age was 70 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was emphysema. Ernest Tub was a pioneer of honky-tonk country music and a Grand Ole Opry legend. His nasal voice, style, and heartfelt lyrics influenced countless artists. Tub helped launch the careers of many future stars. Steve Goodman, he was born in July 1948 and he died in September 1984. His age was 36 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was leukemia. Steve Goodman was a beloved folk musician and songwriter whose wit and warmth resonated in every lyric. He wrote the classic train song, City of New Orleans. Despite battling leukemia for years, he continued performing with joy. Lenny Bro, he was born in August 1941 and he died in August 1984. His age was 43 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was strangulation. Lenny Bro was a Canadian-American guitarist hailed for his complex fingerstyle technique. He blended jazz, country, classical, and flamenco with remarkable fluidity. Tragically, he was found murdered in a swimming pool. His artistry remains highly respected. Walter Tavis, he was born in February 1928 and he died in August 1984. His age was 56 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was lung cancer. Walter Tavis was a novelist whose works inspired major film and television adaptations. His books, The Hustler, The Man Who Fell to Earth, and The Queen's Gambit reflect his depth in character and narrative. His literary legacy was reignited decades later. Alfred Senior, he was born in September 1892 and he died in August 1984. His age was 91 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was congestive heart failure. Alfred was a titan of American publishing. He founded the prestigious Alfred Incorporation, nurturing the careers of many major authors. Renowned for his editorial standards, he shaped modern literary taste. Truman Capote, he was born in September 1924 and he died in August 1984. His age was 59 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was liver disease. Truman Capote was a literary giant whose blend of fiction and journalism pioneered the non-fiction novel. Known for his sharp wit and flamboyant persona, Capote's works remain cultural touchstones. He was a complex figure with a lasting legacy. Edward J. York, he was born in August 1912 and he died in August 1984. His age was 72 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart attack. Edward J. York was a United States Air Force colonel. He was one of the airmen who took part in the Doolittle raid on Tokyo, Japan during the Second World War on April 18, 1942. After bombing Japan during the raid and due to technical trouble with his bomber, he was forced to land in the Soviet Union, where he was interned with his crew for 14 months before escaping back to the United States. His heroism and leadership were widely respected. Roy Sullivan, he was born in February 1912 and he died in September 1984. His age was 71 at the time of his death and he took his own life. Roy Sullivan was a United States park ranger who gained fame for surviving 7 lightning strikes, a Guinness Book World Record. Nicknamed the Human Lightning Rod, his story captivated people worldwide. His life ended in a tragedy despite his unlikely survival feats. J. Rodrik MacArthur, he was born in December 1920 and he died in December 1984. His age was 63 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was pancreatic cancer. J. Rodrik MacArthur was a businessman and philanthropist who helped found the MacArthur Foundation. His dedication to civil rights and reform led to impactful funding initiatives. He was deeply committed to progressive causes. Wade Hoyt, he was born in September 1899 and he died in August 1984. His age was 84 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was heart failure. Wade Hoyt was a Hall of Fame pitcher of the legendary 1927 Yankees. Later, he became a beloved broadcaster. Known for his storytelling and wit, Hoyt's contributions to baseball went beyond the mound. Billy Goodman, he was born in March 1926 and he died in October 1984. His age was 58 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death was cancer. Billy Goodman was a versatile infielder who won the 1950 American League batting title with the Boston Red Sox. Known for his consistency and sportsmanship, he was a quiet star in his era. Leroy Yarro, he was born in September 1938 and he died in December 1984. His age was 46 at the time of his death, and the reason for his death were car injuries. Leroy Yarro was a celebrated NASCAR driver who won the 1969 Daytona 500 and other major races. A tragic accident ended his career early. His legacy lives in racing history despite personal struggles. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Have a nice day.